All right, Nick, I know obviously at UK you have tons of fans. Is there anybody in the media that you think is like your biggest fan that always tweets about you or anything like that?
In all honesty, I really don't pay attention to the media like that.
No?
I'm really not on social media like that. So I'd probably say, well, from what I see every now and then, I'd probably say, you guys know Big Blue Express?
We do.
Yeah, they're probably tweeting about me the most.
Did anybody ever come up with like the nickname Sophomore Nick Richards for you? Have you seen that at all?
Nah, I've never seen that.
You've never seen that?
Nah.
Oh, well, it was this guy. He's been your biggest.
I've been bragging on you since May. How good you're
He should be your hype man.
Oh,
He should be
really?
your hype man, yeah.
I actually started a fan club, the Sophomore Nick Richards fan
Yeah.
club.
He
Really?
kept talking about in the offseason how good sophomore Nick Richards would be because freshman Nick Richards had some unbelievable moments, and he said, we're going to see that all sophomore year. So a lot of people, I think, are on board with sophomore Nick Richards.
My
You hurt his
dude.
feelings. He thought for sure you were going to come up
It's
here and
all
be
right.
like, my man. But
I'm going to keep driving the hype train for you.
Drew Nick Drew. Now get to know each other because he's going to be hyping you up all season. But in all seriousness, great Bahamas showing. How good was that for you? Because I know last year didn't end the way you wanted to, both from a team perspective or individually.
From a team perspective, we always wanted to. The goal was to win a national championship. No matter how we got there, we had to claw our way through there. Going through the ups and downs of the season actually taught us lessons on how to play with each other. So it ended up a disappointment season for all of us, and it just didn't go our way.
You did look much improved in the Bahamas, though. What did you work on from that last game in March until the beginning of August?
Just being more consistent as a basketball player, just trying to having more feel for basketball games, just trying to be more confident as an athlete, listening to my coaches more, being more consistent in my workouts, just little stuff like that.
There was a time when it was kind of unclear what the front court would look like for this season. Obviously, Reed was not committed. There was a time EJ wasn't committed. He didn't commit till later. Do you follow that stuff as a player on the team, and knowing that you were going to be back? That hey, I'm gonna follow these recruitments to see if these guys are going to end up with me. Or did you watch any tape on these people? Or
No, I didn't. I didn't really do anything like that. Coach. I actually just follow my coach. Whatever the coaches do, if they don't worry about it, I'm not going to worry about it. So, and if they worry about it, I'm just devoted to worrying to them. I can't really control all of that.
I've seen different ages, so I want to hear from you directly. When did you start playing basketball? How old were you?
15.
15 when you started playing.
14, 15, somewhere around there.
And do you ever think to yourself, I've only been playing basketball now for 3 to 4 years? Like, do you understand your potential, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. For somebody that's only been playing basketball for 3 years, they're at Kentucky, that's a pretty major leap.
I thought about it sometimes, but I don't really try to focus on it. You're at school right now. You're at Kentucky right now. You can't use that as an excuse anymore. You just got to go out there, work your hardest, and play your best. You can't really just rely on excuses all the time just like that to say why you're not playing as well as everybody else.
Are things easier for you being a sophomore, just not even necessarily on the floor, but just life as a student athlete at Kentucky now that you've been through it a time?
Everything's easier. I expect more. I'm actually, just out here just trying to, I know what to expect now. I know I'm not going to make as much mistakes as I did last year. I know the mistakes that I made last year, and I know I'm just not going to make them this year.
All right, Nick, Drew Franklin here, president of the Sophomore Nick Richards fan club. I know Coach Cal meets with all the players individually after every year. What was part of his message to you going into the summer and maybe expectations in your second year that he wanted to see out of you?
Me and Coach, we talked after the season. We really didn't talk that much about basketball. We just, talk about like, what are we going to do off the court? What are we going to do to get better as a person? What are we going to do to improve our mental stage, stuff like that. So we didn't really talk much about basketball.
He's mentioned before that a lot of it with you isn't the ability, it's just sometimes a confidence issue. Do you feel a lot more confident?
I feel a lot more confident as a person and as a player.
And with you, Quade, PJ back, how much of going into this year is a little more hunger of how last year ended?
We didn't, as you can see last year, I don't know, were you guys there in the locker room when we?
That's hard to be part of.
We weren't really like, the locker room was pretty dead. That was probably like one of the saddest moments of my entire life. I didn't really want to be a part of that. I really didn't want to have that moment again this year. So we're all working towards that.